Okay, so I'm pretty excited. Came in the mail. Arduino board. Got this for my makerspace class. And so we have our starter kit guide. Alright, starter kit guide. Step 1, 2, 3. I glanced at this book a few days ago, and it has in here it is. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About page 10, a list of all the parts that should be in the kit. Alright, so we have a breadboard. The Arduino board is going to be in a box. It took me a while to find that. I was looking inside the big box for a long time. So here's our Arduino board. All sorts of cool things. And then here is that little motor right there. It says servo. All the little blades. Then I didn't want to stress out the wire, so I went ahead and opened it from the bottom. So there's the DC motor. All sorts of lovely wires, neatly bundled. It doesn't have it on here, but this is the connection cable so that you are able to connect the Arduino board to your computer. And so you have, that's what that step 1, 2, and 3 was about, is connecting it to your computer. So we'll do that shortly. Right. So we have for here and for here. In our research, there's some screws. And we'll decide how we want to attach it and which orientation we want it to be. So that's pretty neat. And then there's going to be a bag. Okay. I'm not quite sure where this goes, but I'm sure it's important. Oh, I bet this is for if you want to have a different power source. That looks like for the 9-volt. Okay, so we have lots of LEDs. Okay, OHM. Oh, 330. Okay, so 330, 10K. There's going to be red LEDs, yellow LEDs, white LEDs. There's supposed to be 10, 10, and 1. 10 yellow, 10 red, 1 white. When I counted these earlier, that indeed was the case. 10 yellows, 10 reds, and 1 white. And of course, keep the moisture away from the electronics, right? Alright, this guy looks very, very important. That looks like the diode. Yep, 2 diodes. Process of elimination, remove the LEDs. From other projects, I have LEDs in all different colors. I'm not quite sure if they can be used, if they're compatible. We'll find out as we get started. Alright, so now, this little box, I'm thinking is probably the relay. separated circuit. We have a push button. We have 2 push buttons. If you're going with the German pronunciation, that'd be piezo element. Maybe it's a piezo element, I'm not sure. Okay. Photoresistor, that sounds interesting. Now we have a temp sensor and a transistor. Okay. The transistor, oh my goodness, let me get some grandma glasses over here. Let's see. Okay. 2, 2, 2. Okay, well, 2 of them have writing, and 1 of them does not. Oh, it's got something. He's different. I'm going to assume the 2 that are the same are these 2 transistors, and the one that is different is the temperature sensor. Okay. All right, so it looks like we have everything in our box. All right, gently put things to the side. Off camera, I'll put them all back in their spot because I just like to have things organized. I find I lose things less that way. This is similar to when you first open your Lego set and you organize all the pieces. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go through step 1. And you will have this book yourself, and so I'm not going to read to you. So off camera, I'm going to hook it up to the computer. I'm going to hook up our Arduino board up to the computer. Make sure the correct drivers are installed. Then on the computer, I'm going to open up this dialog box and see what we can come up with. It wants me to open it up, verify that it's connected to, make sure everybody's talking to each other, and upload. Select your code. Oh, upload what code you want to the board. Okay. And so that's all going to become more apparent in our first project. Okay. More information about how to get your computer talking to your board. Your board, this is going to be the processor. Okay. On your computer is where you're going to type in the code. You're going to have special dialog boxes. It's a program that you download onto whatever device you're using. I believe you can do it on mobile devices if you have the proper connection. Maybe a Surface Pro might have that USB connection. And that way you would be able to, I'm sorry. And once you've downloaded the application, it could be an actual program onto your desktop or laptop. It could be just an app on your mobile device. This is where you're going to write your code. When you've written your code and you have told your circuits what you want them to do, I want this number of circuit to turn on, I want this number of circuit to turn off, blah, blah, blah. We'll get into how to write that. Okay, so we'll get into how to speak this language. Then the cable will connect your mobile device, your computing device, to the board. That way, through this, I believe that's the port. Yeah. Through this, it then tells the circuits what you're wanting to do. And that will be our first project. So it looks like these first few steps is just getting the 2 pieces of hardware to talk to each other. All right? Now, once we get, I'm going to do that off camera, and I will take note. I will keep a journal and a diary on problems I come across and things that I need to do. Then I'm going to take the sticky off the back and I'm going to hook it on here. It looks like they have it orientated here. I'll put my glasses on, I'll make sure this is all orientated. Peel the sticker off the back. permanently affix it to here so it's just easier to handle. You don't have to do that for it to work. It just is a lot more convenient. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off of this video. This was just the introduction, just unpacking it and the excitement of something new. And I'm going to get the two pieces of hardware talking to each other and then lay out the supplies that we're going to need for our first blinking light project. All right, we will catch you guys later.